Good morning, team. Today in this training video, we're going to talk about how to record a contact or a meeting set when a client replies to an email or text, or you contact the client outside of the IMS. As you can see in the IMS on the lead action page, up in the right-hand corner are your stats. You know, how many people you attempted to contact, how many meetings you got set. What we've had is a lot of people ask, how do I record a contact or meeting set when the lead contacted me? There's a few examples of when this happens. You know, the client might call you directly outside of the system. The lead contacted me through a text. You know, you sent them a text and they replied, and you want to record that as a contact. And the same thing with an email. You sent them an email, or the client or prospect replied to that email. You'd like to record that contact and possibly a meeting set. Hopefully a meeting set. Where you can do this, it's in the lead status bar on the lead action page. Up on the right hand corner it says record contact. This is the desktop version. There's a link there. You just click record contact. On mobile, same lead status area, there's a link called record contact. Once you click that button, a area will open up asking you, how was the lead contacted? You want to answer that question. Answer the question about was there a meeting set, and click save. So you answer the questions. How was the lead contacted? Lead router or call button, that's an option. Let's say that we had an error in the system or a problem with the system. You click the call button, but it didn't record the attempt. You can click the first option there. Then tell us if there was a meeting set and what type of meeting was set. Click the save button, and your stats will get updated with those attempts, contacts, or meetings set. You want to note that the only time an attempt is recorded is when either the lead router or call button or I called the lead outside of the system button is selected in the first question. We don't want this feature to take the place of you answering the question after a call attempt. This feature should never take the place of answering the question after a call attempt through the system. Why are these numbers important? These numbers are really for you. Let's say you tell us you have a goal to make $100,000 next year. You average $3,000 your check on every deal that you sell. Obviously, you need to sell 33 homes next year to reach your $100,000 goal. Let's also say that you close about 80% of the people that you meet with. They write a contract at some point. In that particular, the math equals that you need to set 41 meetings next year in order to reach your goal. Now let's say that you tell us it takes you 20 contacts. You need to talk to 20 people to set one meeting. Doing the math, it shows us that you need to make 820 contacts next year to reach your goal. And those stats, you know, that's why they become important. You know, how many call attempts does it take you to make contact? This is an example of a Las Vegas agent. He made 1,814 attempts through the system. These are call attempts. He made 243 contacts. So on average, it takes him about 7.4 call attempts to actually reach someone on the phone. This is kind of a fun exercise. How much money, theoretically, are you making every time you make a contact? 13 meetings. Up here on the right hand corner, you can see that this agent set 13 meetings. They tell us that they can close 80% of those, which equals 10.4 sales. He makes $3,000 a sale, or $31,200 on those 10.4 sales he set from those meetings set last month. So you take that number, 31,200, and divide it by the total number of contacts. So every time this agent talks to somebody on the phone or makes contact with a lead, theoretically, he's making $128. How much money are you making every time you make a call attempt? He made $31,200, and he made 1,814 call attempts that month. So every time he clicks that call button, he's theoretically making about $17, no matter if the person answers the phone or not. There's a couple things, important things that we'd like you to understand in this. We'd like you to use this feature consistently. So let's say that you get a reply to an email and it says you have the wrong person, or replied to a text. Is that a contact in your mind? If it is, that's fine, but just try and use this feature consistently throughout when you're using it. This feature is also not a way to artificially, inflate those numbers up on the top right-hand corner of the screen, with your attempts, your contacts, your meeting set. These numbers are for you. They're so that you can do some business planning and hopefully, reach your goals next year. Contacts recorded through this feature should be very well documented. So if you say that you made a call outside the system, or you record a contact in a meeting, we would expect to be able to look at that lead and see by the notes, what happened during that contact. This is something that we're going to be looking at, comparing contacts made through the system or after a call attempt versus contacts recorded outside of the system through this feature. So if we can see that an agent is making has a very high percentage of contacts made outside of the system, we're probably going to want to talk to that agent and hopefully uncover what they're doing correctly and right, so that we can share that with the rest of the team. That concludes this training video. Please talk to your manager if you have any questions. Thank you.